Nice to see you all. Welcome, Mel and Lainey our way, but we've got Jess Allen and TSN's Kayla Gray with us today. So great to have you with us. We're gonna get started. Question for you, would you be all right with paying for Prince Harry and Meghan when they're in Canada? So it's estimated that their security bill would cost $1.7 million a year. In a statement to CTV News, the Prime Minister's office said there are still many discussions to be had about who will be picking up the check. But would we be okay with this? A resounding no, mostly, from our studio audience.
Discussion. What we need to talk about. Listen, Meghan, Harry, I'm so happy for y'all. $1.7 million off of my no.
But it's 3 cents a person, right?
It's around 4 cents a person.
Yeah.
4 cents too much. Listen, if we can find the $1.7 million, honestly, people, there are people still in our country that do not have clean water to drink. If we can find that money and give it to them, that is what I'm here for.
What if he got a job, they want to be independent. I know they're planning on getting a job. But what if he got a job in the government? Like, what if he became Governor General?
Oh, I think that's a bad idea.
No, how come this is such a terrible...
It's a bad idea because for the last 50, 60 years, they haven't given that position to someone with, like, a title, like a duke. So it would sort of feel regressive, I think.
You think so?
I do.
But I'm just in terms of money, if we're talking about, first of all, I will say a small poll was done on that very idea because there was a precedent for a long time, and it used to be that position did go to some amount of royalty. And like there was British lords, earls, viscounts, even Queen Victoria's son. So anyway, to this day, former governor generals, including Adrian Clarkson, they bill more than $100,000 a year in expenses. You're paying for that.
Nope.
I'm just putting that out there. And I think, obviously, if he was to become something, some kind of a role in the government, there may or may not be then some security attached to that. I mean, I'm just saying, listen, I'm not a royalist. The monarchist on the panel is not here today. Yep. Even though technically my background is actually, I am part of the United Empire Loyalists. True story, but we won't get into that right now.
She
I'll
just
just say
dropped it like that.
I do feel bad for this couple and what they've been through. And there was just even a thread on BuzzFeed today talking about the ways in which Meghan has been treated in the press, and we all know these stories. And I think that they're making this bold leap out. And the fact is they have to figure this out. They have to figure the security thing out. And ideally, they'll be able to pay for it themselves.
Well, I was just going to say, we're assuming that they want us to pay for it. I think that's a big assumption because think about the amount of scrutiny that they are under now and that they will be under when they get here. They might want to be like, you know what? We got this. Like $1.7 million, what's that? Like maybe 100 Sussex Royal mugs or like a couple speaking engagements. They have the money to pay for that. And they might not want what would being on the receiving end of the criticism.
Maybe they pick up the bill. Kathy on Facebook says the only way that Canada should pay for their security is if having them here brings in more money than it costs us. The monarchy brings tourism to the UK. If Canada were to benefit, then maybe we can talk. And Kathy, I hear you.
It's a good point.
Good point.
It's an excellent point.
On that point of what they would bring us, you know, when people come to a situation with fresh eyes, they come with a fresh perspective. And as to Kayla's point, we've got some issues here. There are people in this country who don't have fresh water. We've got homelessness issues. We've got racial issues. We've got Indigenous rights and reconciliation issues. These two would have a very big microphone and a global microphone. And they've got a hefty contact list. And they could bring people on board to spotlight things. They have charitable hearts, we know that. They say this is what they want to do. Maybe Canada could be their first project. Work on some of our issues that we're having difficulty with.
Yeah.
I don't know.